And now let's talk about two possible itineraries that you can do in Florence in maybe 7-10 days. The first one if you decide to rent a car, and the second one if you prefer not to go for with a rented car and use only public transportation. In other cases, I suggest to spend at least 2 full days in Florence to experience the city and the many museums, cathedral, the beautiful old city. You definitely need at least 2 days. After that, I suggest renting a car and drive on the Chianti Road to Siena. You will experience one of the most famous wine areas of Italy, absolutely stunning. You can also think to spend one night in agriturismo, which is basically a farmhouse, and this is the best way really to experience the countryside of Tuscany. And then I suggest to spend day 4 and 5 in Siena, which is much smaller than Florence of course, but you definitely need a couple of days to visit the old town and all of the major places in the city. And if you have some leftover time, you can also think to have a half-day trip to Monteriggione, which is about 20 minutes south of Siena. This is a beautiful medieval village inside a castle. From Siena you move on to Valdoccia, which in my opinion has the most beautiful landscape of Tuscany, and stop there for a couple of nights, maybe in Montalcino or in Montepulciano. This is a good place also to explore other wineries and maybe buy a few bottles to take back home. We're already here on day 7, so if you don't have any more time, go back to the airport. But if you have another day or two to spare, drive towards Arezzo, where you have a beautiful town which is totally underrated but so beautiful, so you won't have to share this town with as many tourists as in other locations I talk until now. And from Arezzo you can also visit on a day trip Cortona, which is actually very nearby, 30 minutes, 45 minutes if I remember well. I was there only a few months ago. I really love the place. You may know already about it if you watch Under the Tuscan Sun, a great movie if you want to have a little bit of a feeling about Tuscany. But Cortona is obviously a well-known place, so you won't be alone over there. Now if you don't have a car, I suggest staying in Florence for 3 nights, 2 nights in Siena and 2 nights in Pisa. These are all well connected by a bus or a train, so easy going with the public transportation. From these 3 cities you can have day trips to the wineries, either in Chianti or to Valdoccia, or you can visit any of the wineries around, so you have plenty of possibilities. For example, from Siena there is a cool day trip by Vespa with a scooter all around the hills, which is absolutely gorgeous. You can walk around this itinerary based on the airport you're gonna arrive, and of course you can arrive to Florence airport, which is the biggest airport in Tuscany, or the low-cost airport of Pisa, or if you're visiting south of Tuscany, you can also think about flying to Rome and rent a car there. It may actually be cheaper to fly to Rome because there is more competition in flights and car rentals.